Sometimes the man, at a time, the man will buy and he will leave the problem for the children and they will continue to fight themselves until when they are old. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, hello, my supporters and fans all over the world. I've come here to have a kind of discussion with you. And what am I going to discuss today? Polygamy. I know some men and some tribes all over the world, they are polygamists. You understand? And polygamy is nothing to them. That is their way of life. That is their culture. They love it, and there is nothing you can do about it. But let's look at it this way, because I know where I'm from. I'm from a polygamous family, and I know the effect and the consequence of polygamy. You see, if you're a man and you are married and you are happy in that marriage, you better stay in that marriage. Why? Because whatever you discuss with your wife stays between you and your wife. If you can respect a woman, love a woman, no matter what happens, sometimes we human beings will make mistakes. And when we make mistakes, we are bound to be forgiven. When we repent genuinely, sometimes people make mistakes, but they don't feel remorse about it. But when one is remorseful, why can't you forgive and let go? If you say you don't want to forgive and you say, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take another wife, I'm going to take another husband. Believe me, the one you're going to see again might be worse than the one, the first one, either the first husband or the first wife. Sometimes you don't have that luck. So the best thing is just for you to forgive, in as much as it's not diabolic, it's not abusive. Because what I don't support is physical abuse or emotional, any form of abuse in a relationship. I condemn it in totality. But sometimes we can make mistake. When you make mistake, your partner is bound to forgive you. Because some people, lack of forgiveness and lack of self-control is what leads men to polygamy. How can a man have a wife? You now decide to go and take a second wife. From second wife, sometimes they go to the third wife. And it's funny. How do you do that? You have children everywhere and you have commotion everywhere. Sometimes people will say, oh, so person, which I don't want to mention, married for seven wives, this one married six wives. Sometimes it appears to be good when you are rich, when you are a millionaire. It appears to be good because the money is there for each and every one of them. But believe me, some people, if you want go into that family in deep or in details, you will find out that some of those wives are not happy. They are bitter inside and they are dying silently. No, there is no way you're going to marry five wives and treat them equally. It's not possible. There will be an animosity, there will be envy, there will be jealousy, there will be quarrel everywhere. No matter how you pretend, no, there will be a problem somewhere. Polygamy, to me, is not the best thing to do. And then let me tell you, there are so many consequences of being polygamous in nature. Let me tell you this. If you marry a first wife, probably the first wife has got have some issues, maybe have children for you. You went and married second wife. Yes, the second wife, the children might be doing well because of upbringing. Maybe they are intelligent from their mother. They just get that gene from her. And before you know, these children will become bright. The first wife will be angry. And sometimes the first wife we are going to allege the second wife and said, yeah, you have done something to my children. That is why they don't prosper. And there will be that animosity, envy, and jealousy towards that woman and her children. And sometimes the second wife will be watching the first wife. When the first wife and the children are progressing and you're not progressing, they will be thinking, oh, this woman must have done something to my children. That is why they are not progressing. And because of that, there will be a lot of animosity. There is a lot of envy. You see them going diabolically just because they want to, fight the other woman and the children and the woman will be fighting back. And before you know, the whole family is being destroyed. And as a man, when you find yourself in polygamy and there's quarrel from first quarter and the second quarter from A and B, sometimes you become hypertensive. You can't handle it. Some people have done it and they never pay. And some people have done it and succeeded. And if you look deep into that family, they don't live well. They don't agree. You, no matter how they pretend to be. Let me tell you, your blood is your blood. Sometimes they refuse to help themselves. Sometimes when they are living together, they cannot even eat together. They are suspicious. They are watching one another. All of them. Come and eat, no. Come and do this, no. They can't even sleep in the same house. Why? Because they don't trust themselves. This one, the first wife will be giving wrong advice to her children. The second wife will be giving wrong advice to her children. When they see the first wife's children, they don't want to greet. When they see the first wife, they don't want to greet. When the first wife, the children see the second, there will be jealousy everywhere. No matter how you pretend, no matter how you pretend, it's not going to work. There's difference between that a man got married, lost his first wife, and married to another person. That is acceptable. It's okay. It's okay to have that, and you will have peace. Than having two, three wives at the same time, and you believe think there will be peace in your house. There is no way. There is no way you will be going for an occasion. You will carry three women at the same time. No, obviously you are going to go with one. And if you continue doing that, other ones will feel less of themselves. And there will be envy and animosity. There will be quarrel. There will be problem in the house. So for that reason, I don't believe that polygamy should be encouraged. Polygamy, no, it should not be encouraged. I personally, but you might have different opinion. Let me know what your thought is all about. Tell me if you support polygamy. Let me know what you think about polygamy. If you have find yourself in polygamy, if you're from a polygamous family, let me know what you think about. Let me know about your experience. If it's palatable, that's good. If it's working well, let me know. If it's not working, tell me why it's not working. They don't trust themselves. There is always envy. There is always strife. There is always competition in the family. And you, as a man who originated that problem, sometimes the man don't last and he will leave the problem for the children to fight all through their entire life. Yes, sometimes the man, at a time, the man will buy and he will leave the problem for the children and they will continue to fight themselves until when they are old. There is no peace in most polygamous homes and it shouldn't be encouraged. It should be discouraged. After I have found myself in one, sometimes you don't know what you do, you don't know what you have done, but people are not happy with you. What have I done? You cannot tell. Have I wronged anyone? No. When you bring out food, some people don't cannot eat with you. Why? Because they don't trust you. When they don't behave well, they say the first wife or the second wife have done something to them. When one buys a car, the other one is jealous. Why? Because why are we not buying car, but these ones are buying car? There is a problem. So you let me know. We have seen it all over the world on internet. People come bring cases to you, you judge it, but you find out that polygamy is never a good thing to do. If you marry and you see a sweet husband, stay with that man. If you marry and you see a sweet woman, stay with that person. Instead of you to get married, be bearing, enduring that marriage, fighting every day, no, you can go your way and you can remarry. That's okay. But for you to stay in your house and marry two, three wives, it's not the best thing to do. You are going to bring problem to yourself. And how, as a young person, anything that will make you to marry two, three wives, just avoid it. Otherwise, you are not going to last. And you are going to create enmity. No matter how you train those children, they will never be the same. No matter how they pretend, there will be no peace in that home. Avoid it. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Send this video to some men. Let them learn. The life that our forefathers has lived is not the same life we're going to live these days. No. If you have a woman is there, you've married a woman, do whatever you want to do with your woman. Both of you should be happy. But for you to be get married here, bring another, no, it doesn't work that way. One day you will become hypertensive and you will not be able to survive it. And you will leave problem in your house when you are gone. They will begin to fight for the property they never work for. They begin to fight for the money they never work for. They will begin to buy themselves for the things that they don't know where it originated. Don't bring a problem that will destroy your home tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night, no matter where you're watching me from. Share this video to encourage other men. Polygamy is not the best way to go. But if you have any contrary opinion, drop it in the chat. Let me know how you feel. Bye.
We must learn a lesson.